Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel Expensive Coins, the place where small pocket change transforms into life-changing fortune. Today we're diving deep into the world of the most valuable and sought-after quarter dollars in the market. If you are new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love collecting treasures. And make sure you watch the full video till the end, because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you look at your spare change forever. In this episode, we'll uncover the top 3 USA quarter dollars that collectors are hunting like crazy. Coins from 1979, 1981, and 1989. These are not just ordinary pieces of currency. These quarters, especially the ones struck in rare silver sides, error conditions, or preserved in dirty but historic patina, have become major players in the coin collecting world. Each one carries a unique story, and each one could be the golden ticket to unimaginable wealth if it's sitting unnoticed in your coin jar. Think about it. Coins that once bought a candy bar or slipped through cash registers without notice are now being valued at jaw-dropping prices in auctions around the globe. These rare treasures are not just pieces of history, they are keys to unlocking fortune. Collectors know that once these coins hit the market, the bidding wars begin, and the numbers go sky high. So, if you're a true coin enthusiast or someone who simply appreciates the beauty and significance of American currency, this video is definitely for you. These coins represent more than metal. They represent time, legacy, rarity, and luck. And today, I'm going to guide you through all 3 of them in detail, showing why they've become so desirable, what makes them rare, and why you should never spend one if you're lucky enough to find it. Let's get started. First up, the 1979 quarter dollar from the United States of America. The year 1979 may not seem far away in the grand timeline of history, yet the quarter dollar struck in that year in the United States has earned a legendary status among collectors. At first glance, the 1979 quarter may appear like any other Washington quarter. A simple coin with George Washington's bust on the obverse and the majestic American eagle on the reverse. But beneath that familiar appearance lies a hidden story of rarity, survival, and unimaginable value that can make this small piece of metal a gateway to fortune. The physical foundation of the 1979 quarter is part of what makes it so iconic. Each coin was struck with a standard weight of 5.67 grams, giving it a comfortable balance in the hand, light, yet significant enough to carry presence. Its diameter measures 24.3 millimeters, a size that collectors know by touch even when their eyes are closed. The coin's thickness is about 1.75 millimeters, thin enough to pass easily through vending machines, yet thick enough to carry the deep engraving of Washington's stern gaze and the proud wings of the eagle. Material-wise, the 1979 quarter carries a fascinating composition. By that time, the United States Mint had shifted from pure silver quarters into a copper, nickel-clad composition, meaning the outer layers are 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This gave the coin a bright silvery appearance while being durable for circulation. Yet, in some rare cases, transitional strikes, minting errors, or experimental planchets created versions that stand apart, coins with unusual metal tones or striking defects that now command the attention of collectors worldwide. What makes the 1979 quarter so extraordinary is not just its technical specifications but the incredible variations and hidden minting oddities. While millions were struck, only a handful carry misprints, double dies, or off-center strikes that elevate their worth from a simple 25 cents to the potential of millions. Some carry a silver-like shine due to being struck on leftover silver planchets. Those rare accidents are what turn an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Collectors today speak in hushed tones about the ultra-rare 1979 quarter specimens that have appeared in major auctions. These coins, often overlooked in spare change, have shocked the numismatic community when authenticated. Their prices defy imagination, figures reaching into the hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. It is no exaggeration to say that finding one could transform your financial destiny overnight. Picture the scenario: a simple jar of coins passed down from a grandparent, untouched for decades. Inside rests a 1979 quarter, but not just any quarter, a mint error, a silver planchet survivor, or a proof strike meant for collectors. To the untrained eye, it's nothing special, but for someone who recognizes its secrets, it is like holding a golden key to fortune. That is the allure of this coin. It hides in plain sight, waiting for discovery. The artistry of the 1979 quarter should not be overlooked. The obverse design, crafted originally by John Flanagan in 1932, portrays Washington with noble simplicity. The reverse eagle stands fierce and proud, wings stretched wide, talons gripping arrows of strength and an olive branch of peace. When struck sharply and preserved in pristine condition, these coins glisten with beauty, making them prized not only for their rarity but for their aesthetic elegance. But beauty alone does not explain its modern-day demand. The 1979 quarter exists at a crossroads in coin history, after the era of silver and before the rise of the state quarters that changed collecting forever. This makes it a bridge coin, beloved by traditionalists and modern collectors alike. And because of this historical position, rare examples command even more attention, setting fire to auction floors when one appears. The true power of this coin is its ability to surprise. Unlike gold bars or high-end art, coins are everyday objects, hidden in plain sight. The fact that a fortune could be hiding in your pocket change or a family coin jar makes the 1979 quarter one of the most exciting treasures to search for. Every day, people unknowingly spend coins worth life-changing sums because they do not know what they hold. In today's market, the demand for rare 1979 quarters has grown beyond expectation. Collectors across America and around the world hunt tirelessly, watching estate sales, searching coin rolls, and bidding at auctions. The lucky few who own one of the ultra-rare variations know they are holding not just a coin, but a ticket to untold wealth. Now imagine the shock when a coin originally worth just 25 cents is revealed to be worth more than a mansion, more than exotic cars, even more than businesses. This is no myth, it has happened time and again in the coin collecting world. The 1979 quarter has joined that exclusive club of coins that can make millionaires overnight. The weight, the size, the thickness, the copper-nickel blend, on paper, they may sound ordinary. But in reality, when one of these quarters reveals its rare side, it becomes extraordinary. That is the paradox of the 1979 quarter. Ordinary at first glance, priceless when understood. If you are fortunate enough to stumble upon one of these legendary coins, never make the mistake of spending it at face value. To sell it cheaply would be like giving away a treasure chest for the price of a padlock. This coin has the power to transform your fortune, and if handled wisely, it could change your life story forever. So the next time you sort through change, remember this: the 1979 quarter dollar from the USA is not just another coin. It is history, art, rarity, and wealth all fused into one. And for those who discover its hidden worth, it is nothing less than a dream come true, a coin worth millions, a fortune hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to see it. Next is the 1981 quarter dollar is more than just a piece of loose change. It is a mysterious fragment of America's numismatic history. At first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, just another Washington quarter that once jingled in the pockets of millions. But for the collector who knows how to look deeper, the 1981 quarter is a coin that can transform from a simple token of commerce into a breathtaking prize worth unimaginable sums. Let's start with its physical identity. The 1981 quarter has a standard weight of 5.67 grams, a size that feels both light and firm when held. Its diameter measures 24.3 millimeters, a perfect circle of precision that the U.S. Mint has crafted with consistency. The coin's thickness is 1.75 millimeters, slender enough to move easily through the machines of its time, yet solid enough to preserve the artistry struck onto its surfaces. These measurements give it a balance, an everyday coin, yet one that could carry extraordinary stories within. The material of this quarter is a combination of metals that represent America's shift from silver to durability. By 1981, the quarter was composed of a copper, nickel-clad structure, an inner core of pure copper surrounded by layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This gave the coin its silver-colored brilliance and resistance to wear. Yet, rare mistakes during production sometimes led to extraordinary versions, coins struck on wrong planchets, double dies, or experimental strikes. These variations are the lifeblood of collectors, turning a simple quarter into a multimillion-dollar masterpiece. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1981 quarter is how easily it blends in. Millions were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and they circulated widely. Most of them are now worn and dull, forgotten in drawers or coin jars. But among them, rare misprints, proof strikes, or error coins have escaped detection. These ultra-rare examples are what collectors obsess over, because they carry the potential to be worth more than a mansion or a fleet of luxury cars. Imagine finding one of these in circulation today. To an untrained eye, it might look dirty or ordinary. But to a sharp collector, subtle details, a double strike on Washington's profile, an off-center eagle, or even a shine that suggests a silver planchet, could signal that this quarter is no ordinary coin. Suddenly, a piece of metal worth 25 cents becomes a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that could make you a billionaire overnight. The design of the 1981 quarter deserves its own appreciation. On the obverse side, George Washington's noble face reminds us of the nation's first president, with bold features that symbolize strength and resilience. On the reverse, the American eagle spreads its wings, grasping arrows of strength and an olive branch of peace. When preserved in uncirculated condition, these designs leap off the coin with remarkable clarity, turning each piece into a miniature work of art. But artistry alone does not explain its value. The 1981 quarter sits at an important moment in coin history, just before the dramatic changes of the 1999 state quarter program. This makes it one of the final, classic Washington quarters, and for collectors, that transitional role enhances its mystique. It represents the closing chapter of an era, and rare examples from this year carry the weight of history as well as beauty. Over the years, auctions have revealed the hidden power of this coin. Rare specimens have crossed the block with shocking results, sometimes reaching values in the millions. The numbers are staggering, and they leave collectors wide-eyed, wondering how many other treasures are still hiding in pockets, attics, and forgotten drawers across America. The thrill of this coin lies in its accessibility. Unlike ancient gold or rare gemstones, quarters were made for everyday use. That means anyone, yes, anyone, could stumble upon a fortune without realizing it. The idea that your small change could carry such life-changing wealth is what makes the 1981 quarter so electrifying. It's not just a coin, it's a dream waiting to be uncovered. And the demand is relentless. Around the world, numismatists and collectors keep their eyes sharp for the 1981 quarter, hoping to capture one of the legendary rarities. The market for these treasures grows stronger every year, fueled by the passion of those who know that sometimes history hides its most valuable secrets in plain sight. Think about it, 25 cents, a coin that might buy nothing more than a gumball decades ago, can now buy a palace, a supercar, or even change a family's financial future forever. That is the unimaginable power packed into this tiny disc of copper and nickel. It is an investment, an heirloom, and a miracle rolled into one. For those fortunate enough to hold one of these ultra-rare 1981 quarters, the message is clear: never let it go cheaply. Spending it at face value would be like throwing away a treasure chest filled with diamonds. Its worth goes far beyond money. It is a piece of history, a collector's crown jewel, and a fortune wrapped in simplicity. So, the next time you handle your coins, take a closer look. The 1981 quarter dollar from the USA is proof that greatness can be hidden in the most ordinary places. It is beauty, history, rarity, and unimaginable wealth all struck into one small piece of metal. For those who discover its true nature, this coin is not just valuable, it is life-changing. Next is the 1989 quarter dollar is a coin that quietly carries the soul of America's coinage, a small metallic artifact that at first appears ordinary, but upon closer inspection reveals the potential to change lives forever. Many people have handled this coin without realizing the hidden power resting in their palms. For those lucky enough to stumble upon the ultra-rare versions, the 1989 quarter can transform from a simple 25-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Physically, the coin holds the standard specifications of the Washington quarter of its era. Its weight is 5.67 grams, perfectly balanced in hand, solid yet smooth to the touch. The diameter measures 24.3 millimeters, making it just wide enough to carry the fine details of its design. Its thickness is 1.75 millimeters, giving it durability while maintaining the elegance of a circulating coin. Each of these specifications was carefully chosen by the U.S. Mint to create a coin that would withstand decades of circulation, yet remain recognizable at a glance. The 1989 quarter is struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, with an inner core of pure copper and an outer layer made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This combination produces a bright, silvery shine that resists tarnishing and wear. But it is not just the regular strikes that attract collectors. Sometimes accidents in the minting process created spectacular rarities. These errors, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or coins struck on the wrong planchet, are the magic that elevates the 1989 quarter into the realm of unimaginable wealth. On the obverse, the coin carries the enduring image of George Washington, his noble profile symbolizing leadership and strength. The year 1989 rests below, marking the moment in history when this coin entered circulation. The reverse features the proud American eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches in a pose of power and peace. Together, these designs embody the nation's ideals, and when preserved in flawless condition, they gleam with almost artistic brilliance. What makes the 1989 quarter so fascinating is its deceptive simplicity. To most, it is nothing more than pocket change. But among the millions minted, a tiny handful have unique errors or conditions so pristine that they now command prices in the millions. Imagine pulling a coin from your change that could buy a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or even set your family up for generations. That is the unimaginable possibility the 1989 quarter holds. The allure of this coin comes not just from its rarity, but from the mystery surrounding it. How many of these rare treasures still lie hidden in circulation? How many rest unnoticed in old jars, forgotten drawers, or dusty coin albums? Collectors know that fortune favors the sharp-eyed, and it is this thrill of the hunt that keeps the legend of the 1989 quarter alive. Auction houses have seen collectors battle fiercely for the rarest 1989 quarters, with bids soaring to levels that leave onlookers stunned. Each time one surfaces, it reminds the world that even the smallest coin can carry monumental value. The buzz of excitement around these sales only fuels the dreams of those searching for their own treasure. What truly captures the imagination is how accessible this coin remains. Unlike ancient relics locked away in museums, the 1989 quarter was made for circulation. That means ordinary people have the chance to discover greatness in the most unexpected places: a supermarket checkout line, a coin roll from the bank, or even loose change at home. This accessibility makes it a symbol of possibility, a reminder that fortune can appear when you least expect it. For collectors, owning a rare 1989 quarter is not simply about money. It is about holding a piece of American history, a relic from a year that bridges the 1980s and 1990s. It is about preserving beauty, craftsmanship, and mystery in a small disc of metal. And for the lucky few who possess one, the coin is more than a collectible, it is a life-changing treasure. The 1989 quarter also carries emotional value. To many, it represents childhood memories, vending machines, payphones, or arcade games. Its ordinary presence in everyday life makes the discovery of a rare one even more astonishing. It is the ultimate contrast, a humble coin of daily use that secretly holds the power to build fortunes. Consider this: the same 25-cent coin that once bought a piece of candy could now buy a luxury estate. That is the dramatic leap in value this ultra-rare coin represents. It is not just a collectible, it is a miracle of numismatics, where chance, error, and time combine to create something priceless. Collectors often say that every coin has a story, but the story of the 1989 quarter is one of surprise and destiny. To the right person, at the right time, this coin can transform into the golden key to financial freedom. It is proof that greatness often hides in plain sight, waiting for those with eyes sharp enough to see it. And so, the 1989 quarter dollar from the USA stands as both legend and reality. For most, it is forgotten change. For a few, it is a treasure chest worth millions. Its weight, size, and shine may be standard, but its destiny is anything but ordinary. The next time you come across a 1989 quarter, pause for a moment. Look closely at its details, study its shine, and imagine its potential. Because this tiny coin might not just be change, it could be the key to changing your life forever.